You better come get your popcorn ready. Because last time I wore this, John, Harden went for 40. Game four and game one. I ain't never taking this shit off. Let's go. We don't. Welcome everybody back to another episode of Money Pop Podcast. I am the host. I am the CEO. I'm the president. I am him. They call me Moss Money. And what we're talking about today is Game 5 NBA betting, best bets and best betting tips of the day. We're going to start off with Game 5. We'll look at the Phoenix game as well. And then we'll see if we can find something in some baseball. This is a quick segment, lunchtime segment. Get you in, get you out, get you some money made, and get you back on your day. So yesterday, quick recap. Didn't have the best day. It's been a while since I put bets out there, and I didn't win not one bet. But yeah, I know that's not great to say off the bat, but being transparent, being real with you, and I just want to, tell you guys that, everything I do is legit. Everything I do is official, and just want to put the best bets out there for everybody out there. So, didn't have a good day yesterday. Had a couple good days before. I had a great weekend, obviously. If you were betting with me, but today we're going to bounce back. Like I said, bounce back like Harden in Game 5. Can he do it? What's the numbers? Let me see. These are the last three best playoff games of his career. He had May 1st, he had 45 points. Next game, he had 12 points. Back in May 15th, he had 45 points again. Then the next game, he had 14 points. And I'm talking about James Harden, by the way. And then the third game of his best playoff games, he had 44 points. These are the last two are with the Rockets. This was in April 15, 2018. He had 44 points, and then he had 12 points. So hot and cold for James, right? He gets hot, he gets going. Next game, he's a shell of himself. Can he change that conversation? Because, I mean, that is the conversation, right? Everybody knows it. He knows it. Hope he gets some more gospel music or whatever he needs to get himself going again. But let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the betting lines. Let's bring up our handy dandy sports book and let's get into some of the bets and see what you guys are thinking as well as with me about what are the best bets of the day. Because I got a couple. I got a couple. So I hope you guys rocking with me. All right, we're gonna go to player points. I have the best bet of the day. Best bet of the day, I think we're getting great value. Is Tobias Harris over 13 and a half points. Still plus money at plus 105. On the road against Boston, he's hit over this, well over this. The three of the last four games on the road that he's played Boston, I'm talking about 17, 18, 16, and 19 points. I wouldn't even mind betting him over 15 in this spot here. But I think Tobias, for whatever reason, does well at Boston Arena. So give me Tobias Harris as my best bet of the day over 13 and a half. Going to be tough, right? Going to be tough, but I think it's a really good bet right here to bet. I think it's a good spot. He's been quiet for a while, 2 games, hasn't really done much. We need him to get back on track. We need to go steal Game 5. This is a huge game, maybe the biggest game in some of these guys' careers. But he needs to show up and get himself going quickly. Hopefully that's part of the plan. Don't know. But that's best bet number one. Best bet number two. You need somebody to show up from the bench. Right? You need somebody to show up from the bench. And I think the fact that is he even on here? Wow, he's not on here. Wow. I thought he was on here. He's in there in points, but he's not on here in threes. That's bad. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm about to say I thought I saw him. D'Anthony Melton, he's going to be your best scorer off the bench, in my opinion. Now, George Niang might do a little bit of damage here and there. He might get hot from three, but I think your best bet for a scorer off the bench is going to be D'Anthony Melton. So give me him. I'm getting more plus money here for him to hit two threes. His over and under on points is 7.5. So he just needs two threes. He shoots a lot of threes anyway. That's pretty much all he shoots. So when you look at that, I think that's a nice little gem. He's he's bet to score at least 7, and two of those you would think in his over under on threes is 1.5. Really like this bet. I think he gets a couple shots up. We saw it in on the road. He has had a couple good games. Last two games he's been nothing. 2.0 points. He wakes up a little bit because Embiid and Harden been carrying it. Maxey kind of lingering there. They're going to need another score. I'm betting on Harris to get there, but I'm also betting for Melton to do some damage here. He got hot in game one from three in Boston, so I believe that he'll get this, and I believe he actually gets over this. I wouldn't mind looking at his total over alternate, like 2.5. I think he can get to 2.5. He's not here in alternate, but I think he can get to 2.5, maybe even 3. But don't be surprised if he has 8 to 12 points and they're all threes. Give me D'Anthony Melton over 1.5. If you guys are just tuning in the chat, man, if you like what I'm doing, man, make sure y'all chime in, type in MPP in the comments, and hit that like. If you're new, haven't followed me, hit the subscribe button as well. Retweet if you're on Twitter. If you're watching me on Twitter, retweet, share, all that good stuff. Does wonders for us for the show and for what we're doing. Now, another bet I like. Got to go on the other side here. Going back to points. I mean, what's the old saying? If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Um, Give me Malcolm Brogdon over 14.5. He's just been a killer. He had that one bad game that we actually bet him. But other than that, he's hit this well over every game. He's been daily from three, almost shooting almost 45 to 50% from three. He's shooting 3 or 4 threes a game. He gets to a spot. He has an advantage over if they switch with Maxey and Harden over for somewhat. Um, I wouldn't surprise me if he gets 17. Jalen's got to cool down sooner or later, right? He's got to cool down sooner or later. He's been coming out hot and firing. He's been hitting this over last couple games. I believe Tatum's going to try to get going here, being back in the home building. But I think Malcolm Brogdon, if you can slow him down and stop him, you can win the game. If he gets under 10 points, there's a really good chance that the Sixers win the game. But just the way he's been playing so well. He's been playing well against the Sixers. I like this one. Malcolm Brogdon over 14.5. So we're just going to go with 3 best bets of the day for right now for our straight bets. So if you're watching, just clear these up here. First best bet of the day was Tobias Harris over 13.5 points. Second best bet is D'Anthony Melton over 1.5 threes. And then third best bet is Malcolm Brogdon over 14.5 points. I think we sweep that, bro. Like I really do. I think we sweep that easy. Um, I don't see any question marks here. Maybe Tobias just getting there. Maybe he gets 12, right? Maybe he gets 10 and misses a, he has 11, misses a three to get us over. Even though that's my best bet, but I'm basing it off the numbers and the trend that he's going to score over 13. But all these other two, I really like as well. And I'm gonna go one more best bet because this boy's been a beast on the boards and he's doing all the dirty work. Another plus money bet. Give me PJ Tucker over 1.5, over 4.5 rebounds. He's been a problem on the rebounds. He's been causing fits on that team. Let me see what his split is real quick. I forgot it off the top of my head. Somebody 6'4", 6'5" in Atlanta Giants. On away at Boston, he had 5 game one. He had 4 game 3, and then at the other 2 games in Boston, he had 4 again in March, and then in early. Did he play that one game? And then in that early game in November when they first played, opened up, he had 4. Actually, you know what? I don't really like that bet anymore. He's right there at 4.5. It's actually the number's actually right. He could teeter left or right in that one. Um, so I'm gonna fade that bet now. I don't like that bet like I thought I did. Fade that bet. I don't like that 4.5 anymore. Let me see if I can find another rebound bet here that I like. Tatum's been killing it off the rebounds. Maybe Embiid, right? That 10.5 seems a little bit low, right? Has he had 10 in every game? Except for game, what was that, game two? He only had three, but ever since then, 13 and 13, 13, 12. He had seven at Boston back in March. And then the opener, what did he have? He had 15. That seems like a good bet right there. Embiid over 10.5. You're going to pay for it, though. You know what? I'm going to put it in the same game parlay. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to keep these three bets. And then I'm going to do a same game parlay with that Embiid over. And we're going to drop it down a little bit. All right. So hope you guys got those three best bets. If not, just make sure you just go ahead and relook at the bet again. All right. So I really want to bet Harden over, man. I really do. I just I just can't feel I can't see him not scoring 20 points again. That would just be it would just be crazy that he did if he didn't. But what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go to rebounds first because I what's that over and under? Excuse me, 8.5. Let's see what his rebounds are right here. All right, we'll go eight over 8.5 rebounds for JoJo, right? And then I want the threes in here. Harden three. Give me two for Harden. I think he gets us two. Let me just check something real quick with Harden. I feel like he's had at least two in every game, even though he's been trash two of the games. I feel like he chalks up at least two every game. You know he's chalking up at least nine, but I feel like two's safe. Yeah, so in the playoffs, he's three out of the last four. He's had at least two threes and five, six, seven. So, and out of the last seven against Boston this year, he's had six out of the last seven. So that's a good bet. All right, that's a good bet to have him over uh 2-3. So right now with this bet, same game par over 8.5 rebounds, Harden over two. I'm going Melton as well, at least two. I really want that three, but I'm not going to get greedy. Not going to get greedy here. And then I want to do Horford and I want to do blocks. Can we get blocks in there? No double double. Do we have blocks in there? Come on. There we go. Blocks. Give me Al to get. No. Give me Embiid. Where's Embiid? Where's Embiid? Give me Embiid to get two blocks. 4-1 so far. If we add Al, what about like 450? Five. Wow. 5-1 to add Al. Ugh. I'm gonna take him out of there. I don't know about him today in this game. I think that's all I want. Let me get rebounds. Ooh, Harden. Hardy got Joe in rebounds. What's Tatum? 7.5. You know what? Let me get points. No, you want to bet small to win big in these ones. Um, but I think I like where it's at right now. If I'm getting greedy, give me Tobias to give me 10 points. I don't think that's too greedy. All Sixers, baby. I like that. That's a five. That's 5.5 to 1. I mean, you want to bet small, win big. Count on your skill. $20 when you 130. But if you're feeling good about this bet, $100 when you 550 plus your initial investment equals 650. So those are my best bets for the Sixers and the Celtics game 5 coming on later today. Let me lunch time. If y'all like that same game parlay, just chime in, put MPP or money pop betting in the chat. I appreciate it. Lunchtime. Sixers versus Celtics. Game 5. Got to do this shit live, baby. Predictions. You know how it go, baby. All right. All right, let's see what other bets we got here. Let's go to, you know what? I don't have time because I want to get everybody out here before 1. I don't have time to go to the Phoenix game. So what I want you guys to do, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Money Pop Podcast. If you follow me on Twitter, I'll drop a same game parlay in a bet. Last one we won. Oh shit! That shit just dropped 10 points. Did that shit just drop like 10 points? That wasn't -10. Okay, no, I wasn't -10. Maybe I was tripping. I thought that shit said. Did y'all see that? You see how fast that shit dropped? All right, we'll chalk that. Let me see if I see some baseball hits. We have. We got the Phils. See, their lineup isn't up yet. I don't think. I wonder if Vladimir is on the mound. Yeah, the lineups are not up yet. Maybe Nola under his case. Coming up on my screen. I'm looking. Like the over here in this Atlanta game. The Atlanta Red Sox game makes a lot of sense to go over. Like the Brewers here, too. These are just leans. I didn't get a chance to dig deep because I was doing so much research on the Sixers game. That's pretty much what the show's about. But I'm fading Thor, Syndergaard. I do like the Brewers. I know the Brewers won yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. But they're pretty decent at home. It's 10-6 at home. Won the last 2. And they just beat the Dodgers. I like the Brewers here. So if I was betting anything, I would be betting the Brewers, the under here. And I want to get something with the Phils here, but I got to see what the lineup is before I bet this. Yeah, but give me the Brewers as my MLB best bet. Just straight up best bet. I like the Brewers here. It's a good spot still for the Brewers. Get back-to-back wins. Number doesn't say that. It says it kind of leans the Dodgers here with the both of them being in negative, but that tells me it's 50-50. I'll take those odds. I'll take the 50-50. Give me the better pitcher. So give me the Brewers. All right. All right, those are all our best bets of the day for NBA and MLB, Major League Baseball. Like I said before, if you guys are following me on Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter. I drop all bets, all tickets on Twitter. I want to thank everybody for joining. Thank everybody for sharing. Thank you for everybody for following and doing what we do over here at Money Pop Podcast. Like I said, man, last time I wore this, even though I'm not betting it, Harden went for 45. So hopefully he does it again. I want to thank everybody for joining. Once again, this is Moss Money. This is Money Pop Betting. Good luck. See y'all later.